Investigates if the Jacksonville Fire Department was forthright during a sheriff's office investigation.
Now this comes after JFRD reported an ambulance stolen and then later learned it was taken by a firefighter having a mental health crisis. Action News Jax investigator Ben Becker reports JFRD says it was only trying to help a firefighter and was not asking for special treatment.
Officers tracked down the firefighter who they believed may have had access to a gun. Tonight, you'll hear why JFRD asked JSO not to arrest her, and it's raising new questions if JFRD's actions jeopardize the safety of officers and the community.
Ricky and Linda Pope, do you think this was a cry for help?
Absolutely.
Yes. They both know what it's like to help others.
She has been acting strangely.
But nothing prepared them for a knock on the door one Saturday morning.
She doesn't really remember a lot of what had transpired.
It was a firefighter in distress.
Next thing we knew, we have a street full of police officers.
Ricky's a former Jacksonville fire chief, serving with JFRD for 25 years.
I was actually stunned when they opened the door and like, wow.
Action News Jax isn't naming her or identifying her mental health condition to protect her privacy.
First, our anxiety level was so high, I had to calm her down.
In an Action News Jax investigation, I learned through body camera video the firefighter had been Baker acted and taken here to UF Health, but left, sneaking out in an ambulance.
She stowed in the back of her rescue unit and then Signal 10'd it.
She stowed away the fact, Lord have mercy.
Signal 10 means stolen. Once the ambulance got here to Station 36 on Lippa Road, the report says JFRD employees then saw someone jump in the front and drive off with it. This internal JFRD communication says Rescue 36 has been stolen from Station 36, adding, JSO has also been aware of the situation and also sending out a bolo. The firefighter drove it to the home of the Popes.
Where's the female at? We got her inside. Who is she? You know her?
Here.
Who is she to you? She's a firefighter.
She knew us, so she thought she would come to our house because she felt safe here and that we could help her.
It led to a massive JSO response.
Did she have the right to take it?
The body camera video suggests JSO wasn't sure if the woman involved was a JFRD employee or a civilian.
I told them they need to let us know what's going on, or she gonna get pulled out at gunpoint and get dog bit.
And one officer expressed concern JFRD might be hiding some of the facts.
He doesn't want to be forthright with us because he doesn't, I think he's trying to circumvent the 1015 thing.
A 1015 is an arrest.
We're reading the Baker Act form right now.
The form details what led to the Baker Act.
And it looked like she threatened somebody with a gun, so she may have access to a firearm.
Based on the body camera video, it appears a JFRD battalion chief convinced JSO not to make the arrest.
I don't think it needs to go anywhere further than here. It's an isolated incident within our department. I think we can just, I don't want anything to happen to her.
This is serious business.
Dale Carson is Action News Jax law and safety expert. Carson believes the firefighter who took the ambulance received preferential treatment.
That individual should be subject to the same law that we're all subject to, because it's reflective. If it happened in this instance, what other incidents has it happened in?
But JFRD told Action News Jax this wasn't special treatment, that the department was just trying to get an employee some help, saying in part, JFRD personnel are required to ensure that any patient needing medical care receives treatment at the appropriate facility, whether that is a civilian or, in this case, an off-duty firefighter. The battalion chief identified signs of an emerging mental health issue and, recognizing the gravity of the situation, intervened, advocating for the off-duty firefighter to be transported to an appropriate mental health facility for treatment. According to the U.S. Department of Health, about 30% of first responders develop depression, PTSD, and other conditions, compared to 20% of the general population.
Some firefighters need help.
Sure. Randy Wise is the president of the Jacksonville Firefighters Union. Members have had access to a peer support program which opened in 2017.
Some people may wonder, are they in a good place to do what they're tasked to do?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, if they're not, we're going to pull them off. We're going to evaluate them, get them well, and then get them back to the field.
According to JSO, the firefighter went back to the hospital under the same Baker Act she was placed there under.
There's only so much you can take.
She needs help is what she needs.
As for the Popes, they say something needs to change. Do you think enough is being done to help firefighters?
No, I tell you that no.
Let's talk situations and see how we can help to help try to prevent that before it has to be a crisis, and then we deal with it.
So was there special treatment? I asked JSO about not making an arrest in the situation and its communication with JFRD, specifically about JFRD not being, quote, forthright during the investigation. I did not receive a response. For coverage you can count on, Ben Becker, Action News Jax.